So you get this to your dogs, huh? So this is the ribs?
So
That's crazy when he was me. Cause he goes, I start feeding my dogs the scraps. And I gotta be honest, I can say it on here. I ain't gonna say it on here. I ain't gonna say it on here. I was gonna say it, but I ain't gonna say it on here. I'm gonna say it so. Look, how do we get back there, man?
go through this hallway.
That's crazy when he was me. So go ahead and tell him your name.
I'm Jeff.
And Jeff, how long you been doing this, man?
Around 40 years.
40 years. And what are you breaking down currently?
Right now, I'm short ribs. This is like one of the best places to get short ribs. It's
Why is that though?
Because of the price, $3.99 a pound.
And what are short ribs normally?
Yeah, if you go to the grocery store, $7.99, $8.99.
Oh, see, I didn't even know there was a price difference.
Yeah, big price difference. And that's because we get a whole cow in.
So you guys have a place where you farm the cows, or do you have?
You have to ask VP, but we get all our meat. It's challah, so it's actually grass-fed, all natural, and we get it out of Oklahoma and Austin. There's two places that
Those are good cows, huh?
Oh, real good. Our lamb and our cows.
And the lamb is so this is the trimming you were talking about.
And this is our trimming.
So you get this to your dogs, huh?
Well, actually, no, this is what I give to my dogs, believe it or not. Because and my dogs actually have been so healthy since I've been giving them. But I was like, you know, all this bone dust and stuff that comes off the saw.
Yeah.
I actually have, and I've been cutting 40 years, and I was like, since I've been giving them this, they fatten up, they look better, and we've been throwing it away for years, and I was like, you know what? I just rake it out of here because this is actually bone dust, and sometimes we get 4 or 5 pounds of this stuff, and I'm like, instead of throwing it away, I'm gonna use it as dog food.
And you saw improvements in their coat and everything.
And I couldn't believe how I got Siberian Huskies, and I couldn't believe the difference that the raw meat has made. Yeah.
Most people don't, man. So what made you consider giving it to them, though? That's the real question.
Because on the center cut, on a bone, this is like the bone marrow is some of the best stuff for you people, you know. And I was like,
that's where all the nutrients are, right?
That's all the nutrients. And I was like, man, if that's the case, when I'm cutting all these bones up, I'm giving my dogs a lot of nutrients. So
that's crazy when you think about it too.
But yeah, we have some of the best prices on ground beef here. It's $3.99 a pound on weekends. We're drawing our traffic. Today we got a special. It's $3.99 a pound. So I just finished a whole cow, basically. Here's some of the pieces and parts. This is like bottom round steaks. This is petite steaks and a tip roast. This is off the leg of lamb. This is
good, boy.
Here we do the bone and chuck because we have so many bones. But this is off the neck is where a bone and chuck comes from.
Interesting. So the neck is got some good fat in it, because when I could eat beef,
that's where you bought that lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told you it was meaty. Well, on a cow, it's real meaty. And then here we got neck bones, and we sell those for $2.49 a pound. So stores don't even carry them. And then back ribs. is what's on this tray.
All that looks good, man. So what happens when the meat goes great? What does that mean? Let's say we go to Walmart, we get a piece of the steak, and it's like grayish looking. What does that mean?
That means it's getting kind of older, and it's time to pull it out of the counter.
I tell you, Walmart gets its meat 2 days before it's dead, and it died a long time ago. So by the time it gets to Walmart, it's gonna kill you.
Well, most stores age their meat 17 to 20 days for they age. Well, we age ours 10 to 12.
Hold on. What do you mean age? So it just stays in the freezer?
Where it just stays in a holding cooler and kind of just sits there until it's ready. Some of it develops mold on it and stuff like that, believe it or not. So we do ours 10 to 12 days, and then when we get ours, it helps the tenderness, believe it or not.
If it's aged?
If it's aged. And that's why they
So where's Walmart's lacking then? Because in this case, it's already dead. They aged it 25 days, and by the time it gets to me, it didn't kill you.
It's already been 30 days.
Go ahead, you might need help, man. We'll take a break real quick. You're gonna age this.
No, it's I don't want to show you my cooler. Because we just got our cow in.
So okay, let me get it.
Get this in. See, this is actually a whole shoulder that we got in.
Jesus Christ.
That weighs about 250 pounds. And then we got,
Yeah, that's boy, that'll blow your back out.
if you wanted to help me lift it.
Yeah, let's go. Move it over just a little bit. Where you want to move it to? Over here? Just right here? Yeah, just right there.
See, I told you that thing's heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy. Stand, grab this head.
And under here, this is basically your ribeye and your short loin and T-bone, tenderloin.
Put this up here. Pour it real quick. There you go.
There you go.
So this is the ribs?
So right here, this is actually this is a whole tenderloin right here. This is your basically skirt steak, and then your flank steak, and another skirt, and then if I lift it up.
Man, help me.
No, I just want to lift one side. Or y'all look at
Grab
this.
that.
So this side right here is your spare rib. It's just a big old spare rib. Where the other side is your ribeye. And then right in here is your T-bone. From here over.
That's where the T is. Now I know where the T in the cow is.
So if you wanted to know, and when it starts getting broke down in pieces, like here we take out we don't sell T-bones.
Yeah.
So instead we take the fillet out at $14.99 a pound. You can't beat that price either.
He's salesman, ain't he?
Selling, boy.
He's selling, man. Hey, look, you gotta keep selling. Always be selling, people.
But this is actually a little piece of a ribeye and your New York strip steak.
Jeez, that strip look good. I'll tell you right now.
So
I can cook a mean strip.
this is actually your flank steak before it gets broke down.
Flank is good and fatty too, man. That's where all the flavor is at.
And then if you see the meat in these bones, we actually, and I'll show you, we cut this for your dogs or whatever you like.
And well, look, feel free to do so. We'll take some to the dogs.
And I'll show you where that's at. We put that in bags because we sell so many bones. And we sell these bags at $5.99 a pound.
A whole bag.
A whole bag. Not $5.99 a pound, $5.99 each.
The bag.
Yeah, whatever the bag is, it's $5.99 each.
People, these are good things to do what we call busy work. So you have busy work. Fat, as we know, is the dog's #1 source of energy, especially your huskies. So huskies, they actually eat carbohydrates, and in Alaska, they'll turn around and give them well flubber. Especially when they do ultra marathons. So the Alaska Malamute and the huskies, they do those ultra marathons in Alaska where they pull in the sled. They literally give them a bucket of well flubber and fat, which is fat basically, because that's the way in which a dog does what? Uses energy. We use carbs, dogs will have carb requirements.
I'm learning. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put these out and I'll show you where the bones are down. 15th and Independence.
Hey, you can play no Texas, man. 15th and Independence. Follow him.
So you see, we do sell plenty of bones. So we stock our bones here, and we have the best marinated chicken. Y'all gonna have to try that marinated chicken. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And hey, trust me, he can cook some chicken. He can cook some chicken, so we'll definitely have to come back and grab some of that.
So we have whole chicken, and here we actually cut our chicken up in pieces for our halal customers because they like it 20 pieces or more instead of your regular 8 pieces.
You don't know that.
I know they boil it down. They boil it down for, I mean, it's easier to cook dumplings and stuff like that, you know, but I'm not sure what all they make of it, so.
How hard is it to cut a chicken all the way down?
We'll show you. How about that?
My man, I always wanted to know, people.
So if you want to learn how to cut a chicken, this is the best way to do it.
How to cut a chicken? Look at this, man.
Okay, I usually turn it over. I like a little breast on my wing.
Don't we all?
So basically I'll take that, pop off a wing, and that's putting a little breast on
look at that.
wing.
Now I know. I want a little.
And then you take it and basically pop it right here. This is your breast. That's your breast part. So then I'll take that. It's good to have a chopper, right? So that's your breast.
Goodness. Look at that. I'm looking at the stuff I see in the store right now.
And then this is your leg.
I saw a leg come to life right there.
And then this is your thigh. So this is what you cut. Let me get a tray and I'll show you how
Hey,
they actually
this is crazy. I said I wanted to find and partner with some butchers, and I said, man, I saw a butcher on the top of the store.
Right.
And so I said, let me go in here and see what they got.
And we got the coolest owner because he actually lets you come in here and see how to process this stuff.
And you guys don't come in here and bother them. I'm gonna buy this chicken, and you saw it in real time, and I'm gonna feed it to the dogs one by one so they can enjoy it. Okay. That's crazy. Yeah, go ahead and put the little thing on it. I'll take it with me.
And I didn't charge you for cutting it up. How about that? I gave it to you.
Hey, no cuts. This is crazy because I can marinate this. Oh, only $10 for a whole chicken?
There you go. That's why you come here, right?
That's it. What else do they need to know about finding good meat? Because the other challenge I told you that we get is people say, man, where do I get good meat from for my dog? Is Walmart okay? Is Aldi okay? The butcher's better. And here we're talking to one, but how do they find good meat in stores, or should they just come here?
It would be best if you came here because that'd help our business, and plus we guide you through anything you want. But you know more about what dogs eat than I do.
Well, see, that's the thing. They can eat human stuff. So let's say I was going to buy me a steak. What do I look for to make sure I'm getting a good steak from the store?
Well, I'll tell you what. A lot of people don't realize. Cross grain is tender, and with the grain is tough. And there's so many butchers out there that don't know how to cut meat no more because they never learned that cross grain is tender and with the grain is tough. If you go to Tom Thumb all day long, you'll see a lot of with grain stuff. If you go to Walmart, you'll see a lot of with grain stuff because it's not cut right. And what I'm talking about is if you don't see marbling like this, this is cut right. A lot of people say bottom round is tough. It's not tough, it's just not cut right. Believe it or not. Tip steak, all my stuff is cut cross grain. Now sometimes the grain switches and you'll see right there, it's almost with the grain there. And if you see a piece, because it switches, this piece will be actually tough. And usually I make stew meat when I find stuff like that out there.
So you just dice it up.
You boil stew meat, but we're looking for marbling pieces. And when you find the marbling in the meat, you know it's going to be tender, not tough.
Goodness, man.
And it doesn't really matter if it's bottom round, top round, or whatever. Like this is a top round.
And you can see the marbling.
And you can see the marbling.
Damn, tough.
So would it be better to have a tougher meat for the dogs?
Here's an eye round. Okay. You see the eye round. You see that with the grain there? And the reason it is because when you cut it like this, and then that's cross grain. But you see that right there, it would be tough if you shredded it that way. Okay? But if you cut it cross grain like that, that's what I'm talking about, cross grain. It's going to be marbly and real tender like the front of that. And that's what you call an eye round.
Dang, bro. This is a lot of good information, man. Now, let me ask you this. I saw, is that blood still coming out of the cow? That little redness right there?
That little redness, yes.
That's blood.
Yeah, that's why we have soaker pads in there to soak it up.
Man, what else should they know about choosing the right meat, man?
For dogs or for...
Well, listen, keep in mind, I've only ever bought the dogs human stuff. So I come here, saw you guys had some unique stuff. I said, the dog's gonna eat good today.
Well, if you look, we have ribeyes and strips and stuff like that. This is more grilled meat. It's real tender. It's good for us.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I would feed my dog ribeyes or New York strips, but you know.
Well, you know, for like a birthday or something. Let's say dog's got a good birthday. You say, man, he done made it to 12. Man, get that man a steak.
And a lot of people do, believe it or not.
No, I believe
But
it.
muscle meat, and that's your bottom round, your tips, your top round. That's what you call muscle meat.
Yeah.
It's more chewier and for a dog, it's probably got a little more flavor on it.
So the muscle meat get the tip. What'd you say?
Your top rounds, your eye rounds.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Top rounds and eye rounds for dogs.
They're more chewier than your ribeyes, your New York Street.
Here,
your
back up with them for me too.
Top round?
Yeah, because when you watch this, I'm gonna give it to the Joker.
See how he likes it, huh?
I'm gonna see. Sometimes you gotta spend something to get something. What better way to do it than just, we're right here. How do you leave here and not get the stuff you need when he's teaching us about how to utilize the food?
And we sell a lot of top.
There you have it, man. $22. That's perfect.
Is there anything else I can go with?
We're gonna come back. What's another good day to come and learn some more stuff while you breaking down an animal? When the next day you gonna chop some more stuff up?
We get our meat every Tuesday and Fridays.
Okay, so Tuesday's a good day to come and learn, and then Friday's a good day.
Right.
When are you getting a goat again?
I go this afternoon, believe it or not. If you want to come in this afternoon, I'll be chopping up some goat.
What time?
After 5, probably 4:30 or 5.
I see you at 5:30, man.
All right, man. Hey, it's been fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so
y'all.
much.
We shall return. Seriously, man. Thank you so much for your time.
All right.
I can't thank you enough. We'll come back and see you. I definitely want to see the goat. I love goat.
Yeah, you'll love seeing it getting processed.
That's the point. So guys, you didn't know this, but you know this now. There's a local butcher or a guy who's been butchering for 40 years who just allowed us to come into his kitchen, to say the least. And I'll tell you this, I love the fact that I get to go through life and learn as much as possible. The dogs, and it's an exchange of information. Because he goes, I start feeding my dogs the scraps. And I gotta be honest, I can say it on here. I ain't gonna say it on here. I ain't gonna say it on here. I was gonna say it, but I ain't gonna say it on here. I'm gonna say it somewhere else. No, I'm gonna say it somewhere else. But what I'm gonna tell you is, he started feeding his dogs Siberian Huskies, a little bit of the fat and extra ruminants, and he said the dogs got bulkier, they got healthier. He just saw a change. So I said, would you mind teaching us about protein and breaking down a cow and what to look for in meat? And he says, yeah. And then he goes and gets the owner. The owner's like, yeah, just tag us. I'm like, say less, brother. Now, a lot of times it's very easy when you're sitting on the side of the table we sit on, because we can walk in and be influential, but my only goal in influence anything is to empower you with information. This right here is a roast. It is the basically roast of one of them parts of the cow. It's busy work at its finest. At some point, what I love about this type of meat too is his stomach fills up. It's like eating pasta for a dog. So as he eats more pasta, his stomach does like this. And he finally says, oh man, I'm tired, I can't keep doing this. Then what ends up happening is I give it to Joker. But if I was going to get beef or find some good beef and the highest sources of beef to help prevent any long-term disease, I'm telling you right now, shout out to ifeedraw.com, because that's where you get most of our stuff. But what better way to entice, enrich, enhance the dog's life than to go to a butcher, get him a good little roast. And this right here is probably 3 pounds, if I'm being honest, 3 or 4 pounds, because this joker's thick. I mean, look at this. Look at that, man. Make sure they see them. Come around here so they can see this one. Look at that brother's chest. That brother's chest. Look at the tight feet. Like this, bro. We made it, man. And then he showed us how to cut down a chicken. So I'm liable to get a chicken and cut that junk down. Just for fun, to see if I can. I said, oh, that's how the legs come out. And he told us a trick on how to make thicker. Was it a wing?
Yeah, add more breast to the wing.
Add a little breast to the wing.
Yeah.
That means it's like a little breast pop. You go, okay, let me add a little pop to the breast. Hopefully this education, to say the least, was informational and it helped you. We don't know everything, but I do know we shall return. The next video, we're going to break down a goat and what to feed. And I said, I need them organs, man. He says, I'll save them for you. See, that's where it started like this. I'll save them for you, but I'll get you some. We'll make sure that it comes together. You know what? I'm just like, he said it's not big enough though. So we get to go see how big a lamb liver is, or I think it's a goat liver, a goat this. He says it's not enough. I'm like, okay, but I still need it. Stay tuned. Take care of your dogs, people. Find you a butcher, partner with them. Keep going in the life, being inquisitive. That's all I've done. I just keep asking too many questions, and they be like this. Here he is back again. And then eventually, when it starts growing, they say, hey man, we're so glad to see you. Got you. Take care of your dogs.